Okay, hi. My name's Jan. I'm a current Hedgehog owner, um, and I'm just making a few videos, try to put them together. And this is for people who own hedgehogs and are looking for, different ways to take care of their hedgehogs. Um, Out of the box, maybe some different alternatives that people haven't thought about, and just dealing with some situations that are usually problematic for hedgehogs, and just having simple ways to take care of that. So first of all, I was planning on showing you my hedgehog, but she's a little grouchy because I woke her up a little bit early, and she is a total drama queen, and she's a beauty queen, so she needs to sleep or she gets grumpy. But sorry for the terrible camera quality, but this is Tofu, my hedgehog, and she's about 8 weeks old, African pygmy hedgehog, and yeah, and from what I can tell, she really likes her home and her setup, and eventually I want to do more with it. But I don't know. We'll get into that later. So what I wanted to show you here is just I wanted to focus on what her setup is right now. Let me just put her back in her little pouch right there so she doesn't go blind. Okay, so what I have set up here is this is alternative method. A lot of people will get kind of the wire cages, do the CNC setup right with the chloroplast and the cubes, and eventually I would like to work up the chloroplast and cubes. But so far the setup has been really convenient for me. So what this consists of is, you can obviously see it's two storage bins. And what this part here is in the middle is a PVC pipe. From this angle, it's really strange. It looks really big, but diameter-wise, let's see. If I remember correctly, it's something about anywhere from 3 to 5 inches, I believe, in diameter. Just that it's comfortable enough for her to be able to fit through, and it sits at about an inch above from the bottom of both storage bins. So it's not right at the bottom and it's not right in the middle, so it's easy for her to get to. And so how I've divided this up, because this is what seems more convenient for me, is the one right here, the one on the left with the wheel and everything. This is kind of like her exercise, eating and drinking area, all that. She'll also go to the bathroom here. I've taken an easy way of potty training her by just having all of her activity stuff in one bin, so she will never go to the bathroom here. So it's all here. And so of course this one is her sleeping one, and this one has a lid on it for when it gets cold to retain some heat, and I've drilled holes into it for when the box had holes in it that it came with for when I do put it on, so she can still breathe. And then so she has some toys in there and stuff. Also, what I've done for a while is, which I think is can be helpful for some people, if you feel like for your hedgehog to really get used to you, like if they are ever get grouchy when you try to pick them up, they get a little hissy, is you put an article of clothing in the area where they sleep that smells like you. And as long as you're not wearing 10 pounds of cologne and it's just what you naturally smell like, they'll really get used to that. And then they'll feel more comfortable when you pick them up. So what I have here, let's see, what was next? Okay, right. So another issue that it's not too big, but is the lining of the cage. Now let's see here. So I don't know if you can tell or not, it is fleece, and that is pretty common to do fleece instead of the, I don't really like the whole recycled paper kind of thing. I think it's really gross, and it's just not what I want to deal with. So I definitely took the fleece alternative. And so what I did here, you can't really see too clearly because of this really terrible camera too. It's 3 layers of fleece sewn together. And so what that means is that it's really, really easy to clean. And so it's the same thing for her other cage. So I have a couple sets for each one. So basically what it is when it's time to clean her cage, it's really, really simple. I take everything out. I just kind of dump off any excess, like any poo or anything that's left in the cage, and then you can put it in a delicates bag and throw it in the washing machine. Put it in the drying machine. As long as you wash and dry with nothing that's too harmful, nothing too strong, it's totally okay. And that is a really easy alternative method to the papery stuff, and it's really soft and it's really comfortable, and it's really good for heat too. So that is what I use, and it's convenient. Take it out, wash it, put another set in while it's being washed. It's not a big deal. So another thing that I've had to deal with is of course the cold. What I'm working up to, which is what I want to do eventually, is have the thermostat set up. I think it is going to be like one of the most expensive investments, but I think that it makes the most sense because you know, you want to make sure that your hedgehog is going to be at the right temperature even when you're not there to monitor the hedgehog. You know, for example, I work and everything, and you know, the hedgehogs are nocturnal, so when she sleeps I want to make sure that she's not getting too cold. But what I have done in the meantime, which was an idea of mine, let me just put this here again. Sorry, this room is a bit of a mess. Let's see if you can see this here. So this was my personal idea. What she usually sleeps in is she's really comfortable with her sleeping pouch right here, right? So this is like your little hedgehog pouch that, you know, carry them around or whatever, but she really likes to sleep in this. She feels at home in this. So I didn't want to take that element away just yet. But the thing is about her sleeping setup is with the lid on and with the system that I have going on, it can retain a pretty decent amount of heat for a while, and that's what I was really going for. So then that way I don't have to keep the heating on while I'm gone at work. I can put it on in the morning when I'm waking up, and she should be fine until then. So what this is I just got really lucky, and this was a Nike ID box, which is a really nice shoe box, and it has a setup. It's like a drawer basically, so the front comes out like this, right? So what I had an idea is, and this was really badly done, I'm gonna go over it again with some type of line just to make it neater, is to cut a hole into both of the sections, and so I'm gonna pull this out for you. So what this is right here is I've lined, when I bought the fabric for the fleece lining for the bottom of her cages, I had a whole bunch left over. So what I've done is I've some amount layered the fleece in the bottom of this, and you know, I've just cut up some fabric for her to be able to play with. Hedgehogs love to burrow, so they love to just go through crap and just have a good time. And then I just try to put some around the end so that she's not just on the cardboard, so it's not cold. So what this does is, instead of just having her in her sleeping pouch on the bottom of the cage, I have hardwood floors, and those can get really, really cold really easily, and it'll go right through that plastic. So having layers of insulation really helps keep her away from that cold, because an issue that she was having was that she would burrow too intensely because she was trying to escape it, and so instinctively she burrows, and she was kind of pulling out some quills from her head, and so we needed to stop that. And so eventually what I'm gonna do is just fill this up with pieces of with fleece, with a whole bunch of fleece, and because I'm getting a better heating system, and we can transition from her not sleeping in the pouch, because she would burrow up against the edge of the back of the pouch, and that's how she was doing that. So keeping your hedgehog warm is really essential, because you got to remember that they're really used to 85 degree weather. So that's always a really important task that you have to do if you have a hedgehog, you live in a colder area. It needs to be a priority. So let's see, I think that's as far as it goes for that setup. And again, this is all really, really cheap. I mean, the fleece at Joann's or whatever, I mean, it costs really nothing for what you get. You can get so much of it. You know, shoebox, like, I mean, it's pretty effective. And I mean, there's not much else to show. I mean, you can't really see too much. So there, she's kind of got. I actually like to put a bunch of different materials in there. She can kind of play around there if she wants, and just to keep that insulation. I do have a heating fan right now. It's not. I really don't recommend this personally, because they use a lot of electricity, and it's not too effective. I would suggest for heating system, any kind of heating system that is hooked up to a thermostat is going to be the most effective. You know, it's going to heat when it needs to, and it's going to stop when it needs to, and that's really what you want. But again, yeah, cleanup is really easy with this setup. You know, just got to clean the cage. I usually clean the cage. I feel like maybe it might be too much. I try to do it twice a week. At least, because I just don't like the idea of her, because, you know, they'll go on the wheel, and I don't like the idea of her having to run in that. And yeah, that's my setup. Again, this is just what really works for me, and I'm sure there might be some things that, you know, you might not agree with too much, or maybe even have some questions about. So definitely feel free to go ahead and ask them, and I'll see what I can do. So this looks like the end, and I want to see, is she up? Oh, Tofu says bye. So go ahead and leave any comments or any questions, and yeah, thank you very much.